If you're watching this, I haven't made a video or been to a card show in over a month, and I want to talk to you guys about that. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, I was going through something during that show. I wasn't at my best during that show. I had received some news and it was tough. It was tough. I was not in my game in that show. If you watch those videos, you could tell something was off. I told Breezy after Chicago, I kind of was like, yo, I'm gonna take a break. I need to just take care of like some stuff. I flew back from Chicago and I knew, I was like, yeah, I gotta put the hobby on the back burner for a second because I need to take care of myself. So a few things I want to touch on in this video is why I stopped making videos, my thought process on the sports card market and why it cooled down a little bit. And I also want to talk about the type of card shows that we will go to and we will not be going to going into 2025. And I took this month to completely reflect, take a business inventory, and make some different executive decisions on what we're going to do next year differently. And I want to kind of talk to you guys about that. It is really easy to get burnt out of this hobby. We can get burnt out on singles. We can get burnt out on boxes and breaks. We can get burnt out on card shows. We can get burnt out on people. And I'm here to tell you that I needed to take a break. And I did. I took 30 days off of cards. I haven't been on Whatnot selling. I didn't sell in December. We let our consignees sell. I did one sale before Thanksgiving, and I told myself I'm just gonna postpone our shows. I'm gonna kick back and just figure out what went right, what didn't go right last year. A lot really went well, and there's some things that really didn't go that well. But I just want to talk about why I stopped making videos. This was a tough one for me because typically I'm always trying to be on the grind. I want to give you guys the best type of content, and I thought to myself, am I making content because I want a bunch of views, or am I making content because I actually want to do it? Am I going to be able to give you guys my full energy for videos? And I was like, probably not, man. I need some time. You have to understand, guys. I mean, you guys know I moved to LA, but I was living out of a suitcase for a long time and just like traveling and jet sitting and waking up in time zones and waking up in places thinking you're in LA, but you're in New York, and waking up in Kentucky and waking up in the middle of the night and not being able to sleep and going for a workout and realizing like, gosh, dude, I gotta get my stuff together, my mental and all that. I took 30 days off. I stopped making videos, and I just decided we're gonna work on our shorts and reels. So that's what we've done, and we've been putting out reels on Instagram that are hitting like an unbelievable like range of audience all across the world, which I think is amazing. You know, my editor Shane and I went back and, you know, shout out to Breezy and JD. They've also had input, my videographers, and we're like, let's see what worked well for this brand and like what didn't work. And we tried new things out, guys. We tried fun skits. We tried you know, some consistent videos. We do the dollar boxes, and you know, I came up with this plan for 30 days. I'm like, I'm gonna make note of like things that I thought you guys enjoyed the most, and I thought it was the wholesome card shops. I thought it was dollar boxes, the getting of the good deals, giving back to the community, all that stuff. So I took note of that, and like, I knew to myself, I was like, let me stop creating stuff that's new and let me sit back for 30 days. I don't have to think about a show. I can go to the gym every morning. I can go to the beach every day. I can, you know, go to my regular, you know, meetings I go to, and like, just like freaking figure out like what is actually going on. Like what do I really want to do with a clear head, instead of thinking I have to go to the next show, I have to buy the next card, I have to go on Whatnot, I have to submit this, I have to eBay list that, I have to do. I was getting burned out of the I have tos. So I put a personal goal on myself to be like, I'm going to put that last video out of me reflecting on the year in LA, and then I'm done. I'm not going to say I'm done, but I'm done. And I'm glad I did that because I can give you guys the best energy next year. So I stopped making videos to recharge and just take one of those. So you guys are going to get the best of me starting this year. I'm not saying we're going to put out 20 million videos a day. I'm actually more on that quality versus quantity kind of drive right now. But we definitely want to put videos out that you guys will enjoy, and also like I enjoy making, and that's like a big part. Is like if you lose that joy of making content, then it kind of gets a little weird. So I want to stick to that. The second thing I want to talk about is the sports card market. You guys know this. November, December, everyone wants to just chill out. We don't like, do you really want to buy cards? For some businesses, it's a great time to buy cards. For me, I was like, I had gotten burned on a few cards last year. I was kind of like over it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick up stuff I like, PC stuff, you know, vintage Pokemon, just stuff that I enjoy. my, you know, PCs, Josh Young, Sacramento Kings, stuff like that. But I was like, I'm not gonna buy anything I'm gonna flip. I'm not gonna buy stuff to invest in. I'm just gonna take a break. So I always know the sports card market softens, and once again, it's actually a great buying opportunity for a lot of people. But for me, I decided to not indulge in that. So I stopped buying in December, and it was good. I'm glad I did that because I just needed to kind of like personally readjust. And I've talked to a lot of people in the hobby that have got burnt out on breaks. They've gotten burnt out on singles. They've gotten burnt out on being a seller. And I'm here to share that, like, I get it. You know, that definitely does happen. And then the third thing, card shows next year. Guys, we really want to do some different stuff. If any card shows out there want to work with us, I'm really open to it. If you want to bring us out there, or we can work with you. We've been talking to new card shows, and to a lot of people's surprise, we will not be at the regular shows that everyone else is going to. We're going to go to some, but I'm at the point in my career and my vision with this brand and the content that I want to go to different places. Like when we went to Grand Rapids, obviously worked with Legends. Their show was just so wholesome to me. And just like that little card show, small town card show feeling, like really hit for me. And I'd forgotten what that was like. And not having to be in a room where it's full of, I hate to say it, but it's the truth, is like the repacks and the, you know, the card sharks and everybody that wants to do it just like me. Like, we're all just trying to get a good deal. But within that was like true collectors and vintage people and set builders. I bring up Chicago because it was a wholesome show, but I had felt that it was an eye-opener for me. I was like, all right, some lifey life stuff just happened. I'm not happy about it. I'm very sad, but maybe this is God wanting me to readdress what we're going to do next year. And that's what happened. So I took 30 days off, and I'm telling you now, the third topic is card shows. I want to go to different shows. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Dubai. I want to go to Ireland. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to, different countries. I want to go to shows we've never been to. I want to do Fanatics Fest and do more of that. I want to work more with Topps. I want to work more with players and stadiums. I want to do stuff with DA Card World and blowout cards, and I want to go film with breakers, and I just want to go do different stuff. I don't want to do this whole like circuit of shows. It's the same thing over and over. I think for us, I'm going to challenge us to go do stuff outside of the circuit. And I've always said outside of cards, and people are like, what does that mean? And, you know, I think exactly what it means is I want to do stuff out of the ordinary. I want to get uncomfortable and go do different shows. I want to go to Rhode Island. I want to go to Alaska. I want to go to Nebraska. Send me to South Dakota. Send us places we've never been. I think I got, like, it's 2025. I think we got a solid year of travel to conquer, and I think that's something I want to do is try some new shows out. And nothing wrong with the shows. I just want to find that true collector. I want to go in those dollar boxes that not everybody's going to be in. I want to go interview people that don't usually get to show their collection on camera, which I'm challenging everybody. I would love to hear more stories, your success story, your card shop story, your father's passed down, your grandma, your mom's passed down to you. Those type of wholesome stories is what we're looking for. That card shop, the oldest card shop video, got over 70,000 views. And I have been studying that video like a maniac, like probably to an unhealthy degree. But man, I just realized like I'd felt something in that shop. I'm going to be honest with everybody. When we went to that shop, I told Breeze, I'm like, man, this is the type of shop I grew up in. I don't know if that energy was translated to you guys, but for whatever reason, that video blew up. And I'm going to tell you right now, full transparency, I'll tell you guys if I think a video is going to blow up or not. Usually the ones that you think are going to do really well, they don't. I left that shop not thinking that video was getting 10,000 views. And now it's one of our best performing videos in 4 years. And I read your guys' comments, and I was like, there's something about that shop. It was the heart of the hobby. Like, that shop was old. It wasn't the Apple Store shop. It wasn't the new shop. It wasn't like the slabby shop. It was just like a genuinely old card shop that most people grew up in, or you just felt the wholesomeness. And a lot of the newer people in the hobby might not resonate with that, but you guys do, and so did I. And that video showed me a lot. It showed me like what you guys are kind of looking for. And like the thing I need from you guys talking about shows next year and everything just reflecting at the end of this video is like, I want to know what type of content you guys want to see. I want to know what we can do. Where can we go that will like make you guys like be, you know, actively watching our content? Any suggestions I will take. I definitely got my head back into shorts and reels, and I started studying the algorithm to a really healthy, unhealthy degree, but I am happy with it because our Instagram reels are doing very well. And now on YouTube, I want to, you know, I want to make content that not just serves the algorithm, but I want to make content that serves you guys, but also like stuff that I enjoy making as a filmmaker and as a content creator. So with that said, you know, I'm excited for 2025. I'm definitely going to start buying. I've already gotten the deal done today, like a $4,000 deal, or I think it was like $4,200. And I'm buying some baseball stuff because baseball is going to heat up during spring training. You guys know that. But to anybody new out there watching, one thing I can share from this video, and hopefully it's part of like the testimony, is like balance is key. You might get a little burnt out, which it happens. And at the end of the day, buy what you like, collect what you love. But to not be cliche, it's like really do that. Like find that team or player that brings you joy. And then that'll keep you busy, because that kept me busy for a month straight, just focusing on my PCs and being a collector and dissecting our content and seeing like what would work and what wouldn't work. So with that said, Happy New Year, everybody. I know I blabbed. I know I didn't really show anything, but I just need to give you guys a little update about life and just kind of just some other stuff going on. So with that, 2025, it's going to be amazing. Let's run it.